Well guys, not a good way to start the Florida test and tune here, so. Shark! Shark! Yeah, this water's nice. Ah! Bradenton Beach, Florida.
Round at 144.09. Right next door, man. Still off here. Think we didn't do anything crazy.
Alright guys, it is now, say Friday already?
Friday.
It's Friday. We got testing at 12 o'clock. Oh man, it's so humid you can see the humidity on the screen.
Oh, I bet.
They always talk about that. I've never had that before.
Yeah.
So just getting everything settled in. It rained last night, but luckily Enrique came in clutch with the canopy, and so didn't get any water on the front half of the car, but Enrique's cleaning the car up. I just loaded a new tune from John Lund Jr. and I just changed the RPM because RPM was kind of low on the last launch out. So we're turned up the RPM. I'm gonna look at the boost settings here in a second, but I gotta set the shocks since we set them to 0 when we were trailering it. But we got about an hour and a half, 2 hours before testing, and we'll see how testing goes. We'll try and get like 2 or 3 hits depending on how it goes. And then today is the same day they're gonna do round 1 qualifying. So we're gonna get the car set up, and hopefully see you guys up there at the track.
Here we go. David VANVORIS out of Amarillo, Texas, and Christian Nev out of Gilbertsville, Pennsylvania, for the Mustang and the Supra. Little import versus domestic action here. Here we go, building up the boost. Mustang strikes the tires. There he goes. So 882, 157 for the Supra.
Well guys, not a good way to start the Florida test and tune here. So, car spun off the hit. We were waiting a long time in the staging lanes, had the car on the whole time. It's probably my fault, but someone messed up before me so they couldn't go. And the car spun off the hit real bad, and I got back into it just because I wanted to see what top end boost it would make. And then the car shut off at the end. I guess it just got way too hot. So, I'm trying to let the car cool off, but they're sending a golf cart to get me hopefully. So, see if we can get the car back, see if we can cool it off and figure out what happened. Some bullshit. Babe, you got to keep the speed going. You got to stay the tension. Try and get my slip though. I just want to see the trap. Streetcar shit going on right here. This is kind of nice. We should get a golf cart. I'm sick of driving.
Wait, that's what me and Kenny just talked about.
I'm sick of driving to the lanes. Overheating my shit. 7 o'clock. Alright guys, we haven't updated you in about 6.5 hours. So we made a pass, blew the tires off. I got back into it, blew the tires off again, but I got back into it to see just kind of what boost it would make it up top, and then we'll turn it down to make it not blow the tires off. And the car shut off at the top end, couldn't get it to start. Enrique and Kennedy borrowed a golf cart from these people next to us, and we just towed it back, and literally for the last 6 hours we've been diagnosing this thing. So essentially, the car's in fail-safe mode and it will not get out of it. So something in the electrical system, I know Joe and I just did a bunch of electrical stuff to it, but we've even disconnected all the stuff we did and hooked it back up like normal to see if that's what caused it. But something electrical is causing a bunch of issues, and so literally the past like 6.5 hours been diagnosing. Been working with John Lund Jr. trying to figure it out. Been researching, and we cannot find the issue. So essentially, I clear all the codes and don't even turn the car back on, but I just turn the ignition on. Good Lord. Yeah, pretty much just turn the ignition back on, and the car literally instantly faults to fail-safe mode. So, thinking there's a bad ground somewhere. We've checked the grounds are fine. Thinking there might be a melted plug somewhere. We've checked all the plugs are fine. There could be a short in the harness somewhere, and we just might not know where it is. We've checked the harness. Nothing was like smoking, nothing was melted, but doesn't mean there's not a short somewhere. And it literally happened right at the end of the run. So, it's not a good way to start the first day. So, we're fixing a few other small issues. Essentially, the last thing we want to try is swapping the throttle body for a new throttle body and see if that's the issue that we're having. Like maybe this connection on the throttle body went bad at some point, but we have no clue, honestly. So I did buy one, and it'll be at the dealership tomorrow, but someone's actually bringing one tonight. Literally, we don't even have to install. We just want to plug it in to see if the car reads that and faults to it again, or if that fixes it. So, just trying to fix all these little issues. So yeah, essentially, we don't know how we're gonna fix this. We're trying though. So the last thing we're literally gonna try is throttle body, and if it's not that, I have no idea. Pretty much be done for the weekend, I guess. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but this is what happens when you travel 25 hours to race a car. Oh man, it's so crazy. Like, it was running just fine, drove around just fine. We always drive the cars before we leave to make sure nothing's wrong. And literally, just right at the end of the pass, something happened. I don't know if it shorted or what happened, but it is not liking the electrical system right now. So, that is day one of FL2K. So we missed our second test. We're missing round one qualifying, and then we're gonna miss round two of qualifying. And on the next video, you guys will find out if we fixed it or not. I don't know. It sucks when you feel hopeless. Like, if, you know, if like the car needed like head gaskets or something and we had to pull the motor tonight, it would suck, but at least we knew that would fix it. But like right now, we don't know anything that's gonna fix it. So, and we've literally tried everything. So, I mean, we're gonna run through the harness here again in a second, but like we even unraveled some of the harness, took tape back to make sure nothing was melted underneath. And yeah, it just sucks. So, not the greatest video, but we tried to make a pass earlier, blew the tires off, and then this happened. So, we've just been diagnosing the rest of the day. It's been a terrible day to say the least. So, we will see what happens. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, hopefully you enjoy the update, and I guess on the next video you'll find out if we packed up and went home early, or if we figured out the issue. So, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, follow Enrique on Instagram at EasyMTZ. I'll see you guys on the next one.